What's going on, Nightomaniacs? Alright, today we're going to do another belt review video. But instead of reviewing a belt I have in my personal collection, I figured let's review something that I have for sale at Pure Fandom Shop. I'll leave the website link at the bottom here for anyone that wants to go check it out. Today's video, we are reviewing the WWF Smoking Skull Championship, made famous by, you guessed it, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Let's go take a closer look. Alright, here it is, the WWF Smoking Skull Championship. Let's look at the plate work on here. Got the clean etching on the WWF logo. Got the pretty clean etching on the world banner. Got the smoke coming out of the eyes on both sides. The rattlesnakes on each sides of the skull on the main plate are quite visible. They're also pretty clean etched. The light's bouncing around too much on the video, but in person it looks a lot nicer. You got that little crackling in the background, like over here and over here. You got the barbed wire binding going around the edge of the main plate. And of course you got the heavyweight champion banner. And keep in mind, this is an SD etch. This is not HD or CNC. This is just, I guess, your standard etching, standard acid etching. Quality is quite nice. Take a look at the side plates. Side plates, however, unlike the other ones that we have for sale, are flat. Which I'm not really a fan of the flat ones, personally. I like it more when they're curved. But they also sit on the belt strap quite nice. And the plates are 4mm thickness. So take a look down here. 4mm. 4mm on the side plates as well. Go take a look on the other side plates. Got the snake coming out of the WWF logo up here. And you got that crackle background again, the WWF Attitude logo, and then you even got the WWF Champion property plate. The WWF logos on this belt in particular are really done really well. A lot of makers struggle with that WWF scratch logo. The block logo they seem to get, but the scratch logo always seems to be a little weird. Even some makers do really good on one belt, and then the next belt with the same WWF logo won't be as consistent. But on these plates, they're very consistent. Even the leather work on here is really nice. Tooled snap box over here. There isn't a belt tip on here. That's also because the one that was seen on TV never had one. Got that clamshell camouflage tooling over here. It's a very shiny leather strap. It's picking up the light in some of the tooling. Almost looks like it's white, but it's not. That's all just the shine from the gloss on the leather. We'll look at the male snaps. Even the snap box is tooled out properly all the way around. You got that nugget texturing again going on in the snap box on the males. What I'm a big fan of too is a lot of makers kind of struggle to do this, is when they have this kind of part over here, it's either cut out or the detail on the tooling is not as nice, and it kind of just looks out of place. Where on this one it actually kind of looks more like it's supposed to be. I'm not going to call it accurate or anything like that, but it definitely looks a lot more similar to the ones in the photos. And now let's go take a look on the back side. then we got the white and gray, or white, gray, and black rattlesnake snakeskin print. Done really nicely. Now I'll say this, it's not textured, it's just kind of printed on. But I've had some ones that are like the vinyl snakeskin backing, and even those, if it's a really nice one, they flake after a while and then they just crumble. I kind of like this. It looks dead on, but there's no texture, it's just flat. But it looks quite accurate, like for, I guess you could say like a photo printed image on the back of the strap. That is done really nicely. Here we can do a little once over on the main plates again. See if we can. The etching on here is nice and deep. Like, it's not shallow like a lot of other belts are. This one's nice and deep. I'm not going to list the maker I'm working with just because I feel like it will take business away from me and everyone's just going to go with the maker instead. But it's a maker that actually reached out to me. And, you know, we've been working together since July, and recently he's been sending me all my belts, and he's been almost nailing everyone out of the park. There's been a few hiccups here and there, but, you know, that comes. Improvements are always a thing that are going to need to happen, but without any guidance, this is his work right here, and it's still really nice. Even the fence gate here, or I don't know if you want to call that like an acorn texture, it's nice and deep as well. Just to give you an idea. Even the banner has a nice deep cut to it as well. Feels really nice. Really nice. Even the teeth on the skull are nice and deep. Or I should say, like, the negative space in the mouth is nice and deep. Even the paint is not bad. Trying to see what that says over there. Looks like it might be a signature, maybe like a JMAR signature. Or maybe not, maybe it's just some kind of corrosion. No, it looks like that's some kind of signature. Unfortunately, I can't make out what that says. Let's see if I can zoom in closer. I was trying to do it off camera, but I have no idea what that says, so if it is a signature, I wish that was a little cleaner, but yeah. All in all, I'd give this probably like a 7, maybe an 8 out of 10. Like, it's done really well. There's obviously a few errors that needs to be done. I would also say when it comes to his leather strap, the edges could be a little bit better. Like, I wouldn't call it fully burnished, but it's not totally rough either. It's kind of like an in-between. But it's done really nicely. There's no separation between the backing strap and the leather strap, so that's nice. Decent curve on the main plate. So that's nice. But unfortunately, all the side plates are flat. Even the logo plate. For a lot of people, that's not an issue. For me, I kind of like it because I think the curved ones wrap into the strap better, and it looks more like they're meant to be, where these ones kind of look a little bit more put on. But again, a lot of people don't care for that. That's just a little nitpick of mine. And since this is a belt video, I feel like it would only be proper to do the snap test. See a lot of other guys doing it, most notably Steven Hammer. If you guys don't know who he is, I'm sure you do know who he is by now. But if you don't, check out his videos. He does a lot of reviews on other makers, not just one. And he does almost a video at least once a week. And yeah, so he goes over the snaps, because yeah, it is a problem for a lot of makers where they don't get the snaps on the strap. There we go. Snaps on the strap lined up properly, and then it's hard to click them into place. But I'm going to try to do this with one hand. If not, I'll come back with another attempt. But let's try this. All right, now that we've failed miserably doing it one-handed, now with the tripod, let's see if we can do this again. So we're going to line up all these snaps. Now we're going to click. There you go. All the snaps fit in quite nicely. So that worked out nicely as well. So that was a look at the WWF Smoking Skull Championship. And if you're interested, you can pick one up at purefandomshop.thebigcartel.com. I will leave the link in the description below, and or if my editing skills are up to par, maybe I can pop it up right here. We'll see if that happened or not. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Cheers.